What's up, gang? It's your man Key here. We are locked in back with another episode of Keys to Says Podcast, episode 12, man. Shout out to everyone out there. Fall's coming. We here. We locked in. You already know what time it is. Let's get straight to it. Man, me and my dad just came back from a football game. Friday Night Lights, football, man. Good old days. Fall's coming. The breeze kicking in. High school football. Man, it's very special, man. What a time to be alive, bro. Shout out to my little cousin, man. Shout out to Troy Kennison Jr. Plays running back for the Katy and the Rams. Shout out to you, little cuz. Saw you scored that long ass touchdown. But your team was getting whooped, so we had to leave in like the third quarter. But hey, shout out to you, man. Did your thing. I'm so proud of you. Whatever you do, keep pushing. Keep striving. You're going to do great things in this world, man. I promise you. Whether it's in football, soccer, or whatever you want to do, you know, cousin here supporting you. And hope it's all love at the end of the day, vice versa. So, but you guys know, while we're here, got some topics in. We're going to lock in. We're going to rock. And we're going to get straight to it. All right. So, first thing I want to talk about today is I went to see Weapons, the movie, y'all. Weapons. I want to say maybe 2 weeks ago, was supposed to seeing it open the weekend, did not, kind of bummed about that, was kind of rushing it, but went to see it the week afterwards, and kind of glad that I seen it the week afterwards because, don't get me wrong, the movie, in my opinion, I'm going to rate it. If I have to rate it, I would give the movie a solid 7 out of 10. For me, my rating. Now, for those of you who didn't know anything about the movie, it's, to me, not really scary / horror film. It's more, if you read in the description of the movie, it's more thriller, mystery, more of that type, more what's gonna happen, what's the plot twist, gonna leave you at the edge of the seat type thing, how it's gonna end, that type of movie. Not gonna spoil it in case of anyone who has not watched it, but I recommend go seeing it. Take your fellas, go take your lady, date night. Ladies, same thing, date night with your man or just anyone who wants to see a nice movie. I always love the movies. That's just one of my vices that I go to spend time with someone, myself. Just one of those hobbies that I love to do, experimenting and dissecting a good movie. It's always a good thing and a good time to have. But I would say that for the movie Weapons, it was really, it got the job done. It came and did whatever it needed to do in terms of completing the job thoroughly. And shout out to the director who did what he wanted to do from the different points of view and perspectives of each character in the movie that showed us why things were happening the way things were happening. So I'm not gonna spoil it because we will be here all day, but if you guys want me to do in-dive depth of scenes, cuts, characters, you just let me know and I'll be back and I'll make another movie about it, review about it. So, but yeah, and speaking of series or / movies, for as of right now, I would introduce a new series for y'all to watch, and that is You on Netflix. Now, I'm on season 3, and I'm probably gonna be restarting that season tonight because I have 2 more seasons left to go until season 5. I should have been finished it by then, but I haven't. But it's basically about this guy who falls in love with this girl and is just he's had a rough childhood. He makes all of these complications in his life. He's in his mind, he's crazy. To me, from the viewer's point, looking at him, he's crazy. And he's the villain. He just hurts people and does anything and everything for love. And he doesn't see what he's doing is wrong. But in reality, he needs to be stopped. He needs to be put away. He needs to be either killed for the sins that he has done or put in jail. So that's all I'm going to say about it. You on Netflix. Great series so far. So next thing I'm going to get into is Gunna. If you guys haven't heard his new album right now, the last one, his last album directed under the group label YSL. Banger, y'all. Straight banger, straight fire, straight heat. Shout out to Gunna, man. Ever since he came out of jail from that whole debacle situation with YSL, the whole snitching and he's a rat, he's never really done interviews. He's never really sat down and talk about that situation. All he has done is put in the work and put out fire album after album after album. We're 3 in a row now, and I'm just excited to see his growth with his health, his fitness, his music, his progression, the way he is inspiring others with the level of artistry in which he performs at, with his fitness, his lifestyle. For me, Gunna makes good feeling lifestyle music, and you perceive that, and it reflects to his life with the art. As you can see, if you guys would just look at what he's portraying, his health, his fitness, and everything, and you can see when you go to one of his shows, like I did, I want to say last year in Houston, just non-stop, energetic, jumping around. You have to be very, very performative during these shows. Shout out, unlike someone like Beyonce or Chris Brown or Michael Jackson, or just to name a few, Drake, or these artists who get compliments of their shows with their music and how long the runtime is, and just amazed of how long they can be doing this. But shout out to Gunna, man. Been spinning the album ever since it came out. Loved it. If I have to give it a rating, I would give it so far 7.5. If I had to rank them between the last one, which is his current album, and A Gift and a Curse, and what was his middle album called? One of One. I would have to put dang, that's a tough one. Because what I'm going to put between those two? Okay, I'm going to put One of One, A Gift and a Curse. Ooh, that's tough. Yeah, One of One, A Gift and a Curse, and then the last one. That's how I'm going to rank it. But all 3 fire albums, start to finish, go do something, press play, vibe out. It's a beautiful time to have. And shout out to him, man. I just seen him post on social media his 5K run that he was doing for his nonprofit organization in New York City. Shout out to him, man. Just doing great things, spreading positivity, love to his fans. And shout out to him, man. He's one of the very few influential artists that we still have left in this game. So shout out to him. Next thing I want to get into is, okay, don't know if, well, timing wise, okay, I'm going to give y'all a few tips on fantasy football. If you guys haven't started, I'm in 2 leagues right now for drafting. Just be strategic. Always check up on things that's happening before game time, and monitor the progress of the players, switch out players through injuries, updates. Anything can happen, especially in the NFL. It's a fast-paced league that goes like this. So I would say, in terms of fantasy football, in terms of drafting, I would say draft your high-end production player, whether they are a running back or wide receiver. Then I will go tight end. Then I will go quarterback. And then I would pursue to go to the defense and then the kicker route, and also getting more, positive players under your depth chart in terms of quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, etc. So that's my tips on that. And shout out to everyone that's in fantasy football, especially in my league this year. I'm gonna try to snatch another dub this year from both leagues, and hopefully good luck to everyone out there that's enjoying it and having fun. So next thing I want to do is talk about, okay, this might be a little bit late, but gonna get into it. The Dallas Cowboys. You guys traded Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers for Kenny Clark and 2 first-round picks. When I tell you that was strictly not a football decision, it was strictly just based off an emotion, because it made no sense to trade him a week before Thursday's night game against the Philadelphia Eagles, in which the game that you lost by 4. Now, you could say if you had Parsons, doing his thing on the defensive end, trying to sack Jalen Hurts and trying to stop the run with Saquon Barkley, getting his touchdown, and Jalen Hurts scoring 2 touchdowns. And shout out to Jalen Carter for spitting on Dak Prescott before the game even started, getting himself ejected, which was bravo by him, which was top tier intellectual common sense for him. But other than that, I just didn't understand it. I just didn't see it. What was the point of it? And those type of decisions, Jalen Carter brings back the idea of what was going on with you in the situation in Georgia, coming out of the college football and entering the NFL draft, and how some of your decisions outside of the field can affect what you have upcoming in the NFL inside the field, in terms of your contracts, in terms of you getting paid and getting valued equally the way that you deserve as your talent and production perceives it. So just something to think about heading forward, and being a leader and a great teammate to your team, and not just a distraction and a liability. So next thing I want to do is talk about is just want some advice for people out there who have different tips for their skincare, their hair routine, just offering for different advice. I have buku things right there in my little bin that I use for my hair. I don't know why I have a hat on, but I just got a haircut the other day. I'm trying to grow it out. I'm trying to try something new for a little bit. But I'm done with the waves for a minute. It's starting to get cold, so we're gonna see. But just something that I wanna try. If you got something out there that's gonna help with curly hair and just help my skin. I have good glossy skin. Shout out to my girl, you know who she is, who getting right on the skincare routine and everything, and facials and all of that. I swear, if y'all get yourself an esthetician for real, they will save you. They will come through every single time and eat. So shout out to her. But yeah, just tips and things, anything that I can always get better at it. Just, I would love to do that. So just ideas, shoot it down in the comment section for me. Next thing I wanted to talk about is, okay, this is my rant. Do not buy another iPhone until major improvements occur. Now, if you guys don't know, I want to say the new iPhone 17 is supposedly coming out in a couple of days, maybe weeks to a month. And from all I've seen is that the back camera with the 3 cameras, it's in a different direction and it flips. Now, from personally speaking myself, who has had an iPhone 6, I want to say I started off with, then traded up to get a XR, then a 13, now a 16. I want to say from maybe a 13 to a 16, it wasn't really much of a difference in terms of the camera quality and all of the little updates and maybe the size. And now that I have a Pro Max, because right now what I'm shooting this on is a 16 Pro Max, the size is not that. It seems regular now to me. But in terms of them hopefully next year trying to challenge Google with their Google Pixel iPhone, I want to say that it folds, and they're going to try to challenge that and come out with their own version of that next year, which is Apple. I know the prices on that is going to be crazy because you have to have serious work in technology and just improvements to make an iPhone fold. Now, is it going to fold from a phone, or will the iPhone fold from being what it is now to a tablet? So that's something that we're just gonna have to see. But I think they're just running out of options at this point, guys. It's just different colors and different things with cameras nowadays. But I mean, if you guys have a laptop or a Mac or an iPad to go with your iPhone, do you guys really even need it? Just ask yourselves that. So that was my rant on that. Next thing I want to talk about is WWE is dealing with ESPN Plus for future PLEs in 2026. Now they are starting with, in a couple of weeks, they're supposed to be having a new PLE for WWE in Indianapolis called WrestlePalooza, and it's going to be John Cena versus Brock Lesnar for the last time before his retirement tour ends this year of 2025. But in terms of WWE dealing with ESPN Plus, in terms of now you're going to have to pay a subscription with ESPN Plus to get your content from the WWE and PLEs in terms of Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, etc. It's just another money grab for WWE in terms of them making money and not caring about the average loving professional wrestling fan, which is in the United States or anywhere. Because we had, if you guys don't remember WWE Network, oh my God. When I told y'all they sold us so many times on WWE Network, $10.99. This is $10.99. When I tell you I missed that so much because we literally took it for granted how much content that we subscribe to WWE on a daily basis in terms of just anything that you could get your hands on, and I miss it. But now TKO and their partnership has just, I can see in a few years WWE in a way is starting to become like boxing and UFC in terms of marketing and promotion, and just after a while it's going to start deteriorating the product, and it's going to drive the fans away instead of keeping them there because of their tone deafness in terms of money hungry and grabbing any opportunity they can to make an extra quick buck. And that's scary. And I just hope that even though Vince McMahon, the creator of WWE with his father, I hope in terms of him losing what he lost in terms of the executive board getting rid of him for his allegation case I hope that things are left off better than what they are now. And I hope that you have someone in charge that can pursue that in the future. So, and next thing I want to do is talk about, just give a word of advice. Don't lose yourself in the process and enjoy the journey. Meaning, simply put it, enjoy the ride. It's not about the destination, it's the journey. Relax. It's okay. We're not perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. We're gonna go through obstacles in life. We're gonna go through ups and downs, and we're gonna make mistakes. But that doesn't mean that you can't get back up from those same mistakes, dust yourself off, and keep pushing to be the very best person that you can possibly be. Because that's all that matters at the end of the day. So, next thing I want to talk about is a couple rapid fire things. Not nothing too serious, but y'all been going crazy with this trend on TikTok called the Jet 2 Holiday. Don't know where the hell that came from, or a song or something like that. If you guys know, just leave it down in the comments. Just tell me. But just know that now when you see that on TikTok, you're gonna probably see something crazy. Like, for me, just been seeing random people having sex or in a car for some reason, in the back of the car, like broad daylight, with no tint on the windows, just getting it in. Or it's just something crazy, like a fight breaking out. So that's been crazy going on the internet. Seeing Caitlin Clark, she revealed her new logo in the WNBA in terms of her brand. Shout out to Caitlin Clark, and shout out to her getting healthy and getting back to regular form next season to continue to build the WNBA in terms of their status and Cole. So we're gonna miss you and just hope you that you continue to get better. But I seen her new logo and it's fire. I like it. And Angel Reese, I don't know what's been happening with you in terms of beefing with Candace Parker and your teammates, and I just seen that the WNBA actually suspended you for the next game. By halftime, you can able to play, but in terms of whatever you're going through, just know that it's not worth tearing down the brand in which you created so eloquently. And you're a superstar already in this league, and many women and children look up to you and inspire to be a smidge of what you have of talent. So just continue to work hard, focus, keep those loved ones around you, and just continue to strive, because you're doing the damn thing. And you're one of my favorite players to watch. Me Bound, shout out to you for LLC and that. Whoever came up with that, that's dope. You want me some bread in fantasy, FanDuel, however you want to call it. So shout out to you, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. Love you. Next thing I want to talk about is college football back. Shout out to OHIO. Ohio State Buckeyes, man, putting a whipping on Archie Manning, 14-7. Thought the number one team was gonna come in our house and beat us in the first game. Hell no, you tripping? No, man. Number one, Ohio State Buckeyes, man. We back defending our national championship, man. Michigan, we coming for you this year. Oh my God, Ryan Day, I swear, if you lose another game to Michigan, I promise you, you will be fired. Well, can I say that after? I don't know. You're going to be on thin ice. I can tell you that right now. You're going to be on thin ice. Even I don't care if we win a national championship. No. It doesn't matter. We need Jim Harbaugh. He's on the Chargers right now. Don't even know who the coach is for Michigan right now. Don't even know who the quarterback is. I think he's a black guy or whoever I've been playing with on NCAA Football 26. But in terms of that, just beat Michigan. Let's get in the playoff, 12-man playoff, and let's go run it back for another national championship. But in terms of that, I think we play Grambling this year. Not this year. Next week, which is tomorrow. So that should be another blowout. But shout out to LSU beating Clemson last week. Shout out to Florida State whooping Alabama, which was crazy. Messed up my whole ticket on that. Alabama. I'm not going to do that again. And yeah, man, just college football is back. Just a flow in the late season. And it's a beautiful thing to see, man. I'm starting to get back into a good rotating routine for us men, including myself, and in terms of what I like to do. So yeah. Next thing I want to do is talk about Breezy Bowl. Breezy Bowl reactions I seen on the internet and TikTok, just crazy, man. From as a Chris Brown fan, I think I really need to go see him in concert. And I was supposed to see him, I want to say last time he was on tour. I forgot the name of his tour. But I've toured Drake and J. Cole when they were in New Orleans at the Smoothie King Center. And I went to Gunna at the Music Hall in Houston, Texas. And I want to say his next tickets for Chris Brown, I want to say at the Superdome, the Caesars Palace Superdome, October 16th, which is a couple days before my birthday. So I might have to go drop a bag on them tickets, man, and go see Chris Breezy, man. Our version, our generation of Michael Jackson, a living legend. Show respect to what he's due, man. He's great. Love him. And just the reactions that I've seen, just crazy lines. And I know that has nothing to do with him, as he said and perceived, but just for how long he's singing and dancing and doing stunts and just performing in the rain and just getting the women there and just doing what he does. Same thing like what Usher was doing at his Vegas residency before the Super Bowl. And I feel like this is his audition in terms of around this time, like, hey, you know, football's here. By the time we get to February, they're going to be thinking like, okay, who are we going to get this time for the Super Bowl? Who else? None other than Chris freaking Brown. So shout out to him, man. Continue to do what you're doing. You're killing it. We love you. We respect you. The hustle. You're a legend. So thank you. Next thing I want to get into is, quick, y'all. Send me y'all gym playlist. I need something different. It doesn't have to be completely rap. It could be or R&B. It could be anything. What you guys listen to, especially when I'm running. Instead of just playing the same songs and playlists, I need to make another one. But if you guys have anything, just send it to me. I would love to see what y'all be vibing out to when y'all working out in the gym, when y'all running. You know, just send me some ideas, because I really couldn't use them right now, and I really appreciate it. Next thing I want to do is just want to give a quick congratulations to Travis Hunter, pro NFL wide receiver / cornerback for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and his wife for they're expecting a beautiful baby boy. Shout out to them. And I also want to shout out to Travis Kelce, a tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs in the NFL. Shout out to him, and phenomenal superstar singer Taylor Swift under new engagement. So shout out to both of their couples. Love is love, whether you want to look at it or however you want to look at it. We love love, we support it, we encourage it. So shout out to them. It's a beautiful thing to see. Next thing I want to do is I want to get into I seen something that was very funny on the timeline recently before the NFL started this past Thursday, and I seen that Stream East. If you guys don't know what Stream is it's a website that you can illegally stream sports and games and maybe TV shows. Not necessarily TV shows, but games in terms of live games, in terms of NFL, NBA, whatever, however you want to name it. That has been shut down, and now you have to scramble and have the NFL and all of these sports leagues are going to do anything in their power to make sure that they are paying. They are having the average fan to pay whatever sort of subscription they're under, whether it's Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Peacock, whatever game is on YouTube TV, whatever. They want you to pay that subscription so that way you can watch your football. Because 9 times out of 10, we are getting away from watching football on cable, on CBS, on Fox, on ESPN, even ESPN. And we're going to the streaming services instead of watching it for free. So that was just something very convenient that I've seen on the internet. The next thing I want to do is I want to talk about Young Thug, man. Been looking real bad in these streets lately in terms of his recorded jail phone calls getting leaked to the public online in the media, in terms of whether he was talking with his girlfriend Mariah the scientist, and just a lot of hatred, a lot of pill talking, gossiping. And hey, that wasn't us regular fans to see. I guess that was just a private, of course it was a private phone call between him and his girlfriend, but at the same time it was recorded. So, and whoever's just putting this out here to the public nonstop, you sure have it out for him. But Thug, it's time to put out the music. We don't want to hear your input on Gunna's a snitch, he's a rat, this, that, and the third. It's time. You're stalling. You don't have anything. You're falling off. Just drop the music at this point, because now we see that the more you talk, the more we see that you need Gunna more than Gunna needs you. And in terms of that, goes with Lil Baby and Lil Durk, who is also sitting in jail right now. In terms of, I don't know when he's gonna come back, if he ever does come back, who knows. But at the end of the day, just drop the music, and your fans, your true fans, are gonna be here for you and ride out with them. And if you lose fans because of this, then so be it. And last two things I want to get to y'all are, I just want to give appreciation shout out to WWE, man. Watch clips. I need to get back to watching full-time episodes of Monday Night Raw, NXT, Friday Night SmackDown, instead of just these clips clickbaiting on internet, TikTok. Need to get back to it. Need to start watching it with a live stream of my favorite host on YouTube. Shout out to In a Clutch. I would say I would tap into their YouTube live and watch their reactions. Shout out to Raw, shout out to Dub, man. You guys are awesome. Just starting to get into it, and hopefully that, like I said earlier, they stick to the product and they continue and perceive to listen to the fans in terms of what they want instead of for money grabs. On the opposite, I want to talk about the downfall of boxing. Now, if you guys haven't seen, there's two fights in particular that I want to highlight in terms of the downfall of boxing. And I want to talk about, they are exhibition fights, meaning they do not count on anyone's record. They're in terms of a money hype fight to promote the sport and to get fans' attention and to make money. And those two fights that I want to talk about are, number one, Jake Paul versus Gervonta Tank Davis. And number two, Iron Mike Tyson versus Floyd Money Mayweather. We didn't ask for this. We didn't want this. We didn't have a thought about this. We didn't have a care about this. We didn't have an idea about this. No one wants to see it. No one wants to see it. Jake Paul, get your ass in the ring and fight a real boxer. Gervonta Davis, get your ass in the ring and give Roach his rematch so we can see that. And also get Shakur Stevenson in there so we can see that as well. Floyd, stay retired. If you want to come back, face Manny Pacquiao, face anyone in your class that's doing it at this age. Shout out to Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Bud Crawford. That fight, I have to check and see when that fight is due on Netflix. We locked in. That's real boxing right there. Mike, we don't want to see you get hurt. You're 50-something years old. Seeing how you look against Roy Jones Jr. Saw how you look against Jake Paul. Just don't want to see a legend get hurt. But hey, shout out to these guys. I understand, if you want to go make the bag, go make the bag. But at the same time, it is a detriment to the sport of boxing. And I want to say the last time that we seen this clash that actually worked, that actually was entertaining, was between an exhibition bout boxing match between UFC star Conor McGregor and Floyd Money Mayweather Jr. And it worked. It went 10 rounds, and I was actually entertained. And if I were to pay for that fight, I wouldn't have been mad of the outcome. But in terms of just boxing, I feel like they need to have a board of representation, a leader. Maybe get Dana White in there. Maybe get some publicity, get some status quo, get some endurance, get some bravado. Just get a system in place so that way we can get the fights that we need to fight from these superstar athletes that we want to see and thrive, and we want to find out who's the best of the best. That's all we ask for at the end of the day. But yeah, we love it, but at the same time, we love it so much that we don't want it to go away in its glory. But that's all that I want to talk about today. Shout out to everyone out there. Continue to just be strong, straight prayed up. Continue to chase your goals and your dreams. Hug and kiss your loved ones. We don't know how long we're here, so just continue to thrive no matter what. As you all guys know, stay safe. Love you. And this has been another episode of Keys to Success Podcast. Thank you. Peace.